Good evening, Investigator Dan Hickman. How are you? I received your email and you've asked me to answer a couple of these questions. And here we go. Number one, how do you envision your role in the position contributing to the overall mission of our organization? The Alaska State Troopers have to cover a lot of land. Some places are not reachable by vehicle. So, by having a pilot's license and by having tail dragger endorsements and float planes, I can actually go out into the bush and reach those areas. I already have my endorsement, so I don't need to be taught anything. And then second, I have Alaska time. I'm already used to the area, I'm used to the climate, used to the consequences of having a ditch out there in the winter. So you need to have that knowledge, you need to be prepared for that. I do have that with me. Second, you asked me how would you go about establishing your credibility with the team. I'm very familiar with the troopers. They are nice, loyal brethren. I know Trooper Jones from Cantwell. We got stuck out there a couple winters ago in one of our trucks, and he came and sat with us for a while. We were talking with him, and he mentioned to us about you guys were hiring and needing pilots as well. I know Trooper Nelson, and then I did my ride along with Trooper Cooper. Trooper Cooper was a part of the recruitment, and he was organized in that. And he said that to reapply. He said that you guys were needing pilots. So that was a big help. I was bilingual. That was another help. And I've flown in Alaska. That was a big thing. Plus, he said you guys were in need of pilots and that to apply. So that's what I'm doing per Trooper Cooper. Can you describe a situation in which your work was criticized? We try our best not to upset or offend anybody, but it's bound to happen no matter what. At work, there was a lady, she was busy cussing and doing stuff inappropriate in front of kids, and I asked her not to do that, but she thought she had the right to say whatever she wanted to say, and she got all upset about it, and she went and told the front desk that I had criticized her and called her out. So front desk came to talk to me about that, and then I told them what actually happened, and they were sincere, and they said, "Oh, well, we didn't know about that." So I have been criticized before, but if you're right in your actions that what you're doing, they are justifiable. What irritates you about other people, and how do you handle it? Everybody will have some form of little irritation. There will be some tick that will get under your skin. There's nothing you can do about it. Basically, all you can do is do your job, do what you can do best, do what you can do right, and shrug it off. There's a famous story about the donkey that fell in the well. And they couldn't get anything, they couldn't do anything about him, so they kept throwing dirt on him and kept shaking it off. And they finally threw so much dirt and he kept shaking it off so much and he packed it so much that he was able to get out. Basically, just take the criticism, roll with it, don't worry about it. As long as you do what you do correct, you don't have any issues, and you do everything by the book, you will be okay. Just don't let it get to you. Know that you're there to protect and that that's your goal. That's what you're supposed to do. What can you offer us that others cannot? Well, one, I have Alaska time for flying. Two, I'm a pilot. Three, excellent worker. I have recommendations and references from other people that can testify to that. I'm always on time when I can. I'm always helping other people. I get so much joy out of that. And you guys are the state troopers are honorable, loyal brethren. They're a big organization, and I would be grateful and proud to be able to join such an organization like that. Good worker, good listener, and do well by myself, since most of the troopers are by themselves for a while. If you could choose any superhero power, what would it be and why? Well, I can't say I'd choose to fly because I already can fly. Um, if anything, it would be super strength would be nice. If you're busy helping other people, it would be nice to be strong enough to be able to help them in the case that is needed. Well, sir, I hope I was able to answer your questions accordingly. If you have any more information or any more questions, feel free to ask. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for giving this time and thank you for listening. Have a good night.